Right, hello. So I've got a little update to show off. Essentially, on what I've been doing. I've got a lot of crude systems. I'm thinking ahead with what I've been making here. Like I'm gonna expand and optimize a lot of these things I'm doing. You know, I'm not just throwing things in, bloating it up willy-nilly, and hoping I can fix it all later. But I'm kind of getting a lot of the skeletons of features in there. And maybe the way I do it now is not going to be like optimal at the end. So I've just thrown in a faction system, for example. You don't need to know all this nerdy shit, but essentially right now it's kind of just getting every single actor in the game and checking every relationship with each faction it has. So it's checking each NPC, checking each thing that they think. Every single time you attack something or something like that happens, and it'll be able to update, the relationships then because they've been attacked, But that's really consumptive because I'm changing it within each NPC, by an array. And that's not what I'm gonna do at the end. I'm gonna use a component that each one will have in. And that component will store the data for each faction in there, and then that faction data can be changed, and the component will be referring to that one change. It's one thing being changed, not going through everything and what everyone wants. But for my small scale demo, this will do for now. It sets the baseline. So I've expanded the set. This is all test set right now. I'm using some starter content stuff. Like these trees and stuff, I'm gonna be modeling. I like the style of them. I want to keep something like this, but these are super high poly. I'm lying here. This is because this is a fill-in. This is a placeholder. Some of these rocks, they come with Unreal Engine. Some of the textures I've made. I don't really want to use AI. I'm using Krita mainly to draw this, very simple stuff that you have on the buildings here. And I'll be doing, but I've not got much time, so I think I used some royalty-free AI thing ages ago to make these textures, and I set them low resolution. I don't really mind. It's a tool to make what I need. I'm gonna make everything, and I have a hand in everything. The music, I've been using some guy's project right now. If they end up in the full game, he just wants some one referring to him. Using that, he just wants a bit of a shout out, and I have a load of stuff to go through with that types of stuff with the demo. So, because this is just for my friends right now, I don't think I'll bother linking them unless anyone wants to message me and ask what's that music from, and I'll find it for you. But if I get over any amount of exposure, just not be disrespectful. I know this isn't the finished project, but if anyone starts seeing this stuff, then I'll update that with some of their content linked. So I plan to make everything myself in the game, or my team make them. But just so I can know what's going on right now, I've used a bit of stuff to create the idea of what we got going on. And I've gone for a bit of a fantasy style here. In the end game, the outsides of Derbyshire are going to have a more fantastical thing to it, that are closer to the rest of the world. I'm kind of if you've ever watched Adventure Time as a kid, or played Kenshi, I think I've taken some influences from those games is what I want to do. I want to go for a fantasy world, but that's set in this post-apocalypse where, maybe people have kind of reverted to swords and magical things, the kind of the world's in a new state. I've got an extensive lore I've made for why this all is, but enough yapping. There's a lot to learn, and you can learn that when you start playing the game when it comes out. But it is going to be set place in Derby, and the inner city Derby is going to be it's going to be an apocalyptic kind of state horror game. The very urbanized, very Fallout-like in setting, with some fantastical elements, and and I'm going to be recreating Derby accurately. You're going to have the actual layout of the city being rebuilt perfectly here, and then the outsides of Derbyshire are probably like going to be a bit more creative and imaginative with what I do with them. And this is set place after a certain catalyst in the world. So there's going to be these caricatures of the things and the people and the key markings of Derby, whether it's the hairy dog or the man walking backwards, free party groups that I know of, and just a lot of the regular characters and occurrences that you see around Derby. It's going to be a bit of a piss take of the culture that we have, and maybe a bit of Nottingham in there. And then there is going to be the serious side of the game with, a bit more lore and world building. So I'm going to try and merge those two things. It's going to be like one half satire, like Fallout's a big comedy thing. It's a big, satirical take on the world, but it's also got a deep message and a real world that you can feel interested in if you play that, if you like that game. And I wanna make something silly, but I also wanna have I want it to be a real game. I don't want this to be Goat Simulator. As great as Goat Simulator is, that's not what I want to do here. So without much more yapping, I'll actually fucking show you what I've been doing. So I've massively expanded the sets as well. This is just a test level. This will not be in the game, I don't believe. I don't know whether I might reuse the location if it gets cool, but like it's testing stage, and you can tell by the this is just the outside of the scenery. This is not, I'm not really playing around here. I've just made a big woods. I might make this all make sense at some point. I can see my frame rate fucking die. I kind of painted this by accident and I was like, that kind of looks cool. I definitely shouldn't have it that thick, but yeah, you just see the game instantly slow down. Also, I'm going to optimize this game. Enough Unreal slop that's not been optimized. I'm going for this art style so I can optimize it to hell. So yeah, you can see my guy. He can punch up and punch down. The stars, I come from an Abase and Real and plugin, which I've done a little tiny bit of work on to mean that I get this planetary rotation. So the sun will come up and down. I did a bit of work in making the moon do that as well. But I didn't make the stars go away, and I could sort that out. It'd take a bit of work, but I kind of like it. This is like post a reality virus that has kind of really changed the world. There's a big explanation in game why the world is so weird now. But I kind of like it. It makes it feel like a dream world, and this is kind of what I want. That guy hasn't got a gun. I'm gonna give him a gun. I think I've taken his gun by accident. But these guys now are patrolling around this town here. They will go around and they will just guard the place. Here's Morgan Lamb here. I didn't make the dialogue system quite in the way I wanted to, but it's a good base. I'm gonna rework it. The rest of them don't have dialogue right now because I'm trying to make a dynamic system for it, and so I can have generic NPCs kind of just say more interesting things. I think this guy has dialogue. I'm trying to not click on anyone else that doesn't have dialogue, although the game will crash right now. The guy with the rumours, but his is a bit laggy because I've been messing around with it. I did actually have this random generic dialogue working, just not in the way I wanted to. So these guys just roam around randomly, and then there's nothing much going on. I'll have these guys posing and doing idols and doing all stuff. A lot more is going to happen. But then, so you can either have these guys kind of on a schedule, walking around, or you can have them just roaming randomly. Then they will be doing more stuff. Like all your other Scrolls-like stuff, like your Fallouts, like your Skyrims, it's going to be a bit like that. I've added in this kind of little scene around here as well. to merge these environments, you know. And over here, you'll see that I don't think these guys are hostile to me anymore, because these guys are going to be kind of an advanced faction, you know. These are going to be on the outskirts. And these guys are the guards of this place. But if I attack them, they should not be happy. Unless I've added this 5 minutes ago. I'm now showing how bad I am. Ignore that. Everything's fine. Let's see if this is working. Oh, yes, I know why. So these guys will attack me, and the whole silly reason, I know what I've done here. Because I'm a little silly idiot, and these guys don't have, this is a really crude system, I'm sorry with what I've got going on right now. So if I put in player into this, and I go their opinion, holy shit, the lag. Yeah, so like now let's say their opinion is -51 as well, you know, so it's anyone under 51 they will attack. So now these guys will attack, but they didn't have an opinion of me before at all, so when I attacked them they didn't do anything. Get out of my way. Get out of my way, you dickhead. Fuck off, dick face. Sorry, chef, but I'm not dick face. You are a fucking dick face. Oh, crap. Oh, shit. So, yeah, he's attacking me. Also, the legs don't move anymore. Yippee. I'm gonna die. So, let's go get some health pickups. I'm bad at my own game. Is there any around here? No, there's not. It's a fucking magic drink or something. I don't know. Arrows, magic drink, power, special magic energy that does things, like makes guns shoot, obviously. Ah, such a realistic set. Oh, fuck's sake. And I've got cheat stamina on. That's why I'm not running out, so I can show you guys without driving you all crazy. Let's get Skelly's AK. The automatic guns no longer are automatic. One, they're overpowered, and everyone knows that AK-47s just shoot single rifle fire. And two, I'm going to optimize the system for that, and they're going to be very rare. They're going to be factions are like fighting over the remnants of old war stuff like guns, you know, and there's going to be a lot of people like still with swords or shanks. Definitely a lot of shanks because of Britain, the UK. You're gonna get chefed up in this game, blood. Oh yeah, the hands aren't stupid anymore. Yeah, they didn't look good. It still doesn't look great, but it looks bearable. And also, so when you're like, oh, no, it is broken. Okay, I did have like the guard working earlier. You could see. Clearly, I'm bad at game development. Early days, folks. Early days. So yeah. Let's what else have we got going on here? I don't think people care if I shoot them. I've only added in the faction thing if I punch you, so I can just go around murdering everyone. So let's show you. I've got. Where's that motherfucker with a rifle? None of these guys have any items. You have an item. Yeah. So here we have Morgan's rifle, and now we have it in our inventory. I believe they do that does different damages. It might do less damage. I will have the stats show up here at some point. So what we can do is let's create a little Let's see some AI war. I love a good AI war. How are we gonna do this? You know, we'll just I know what we can do. So let's get his active item. I really need to get this into data tables. Rifle ranged. Just 35 damage. That's right. He's got. We're gonna give him just Morgan's dialogue right now. And let's get all these NPCs. All these dudes. You know, we'll throw their generic dialogue out of here. Apart from Jeffrey. Jeffrey's alright. So these townies and the hivers do not like each other. So I'm gonna hire this guy with my imaginary gold. Yeah, man. Yeah. What? I've fixed this and had this working completely fine, and game development is gay. This reminds me of that Whitest Kids You Know skit where the guy's like jerking off slowly in the office, and then the other guy's like, no man, you gotta do it quickly. You just do it quickly, you know. It's like that. You just like do it, and that's it. Like, that's weird. You don't do it like that. Okay, whatever. Yo. Right. So all of these guys are Morgan Lamb. Everyone in my game is Morgan Lamb. Like that Rick and Morty thing where they all end up in a simulation. Everyone is Morgan. What a horrible world to live in. I'd fucking kill myself if everyone was Morgan. Yo, yo. Hello, you sexy elf. Right. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Oh, and Morgan himself. Morgan in the self? No, fuck Morgan. I'm gonna kick him in the head. Low intelligence, kick him in the head. Oh, I've changed the faction system. Of course that doesn't work anymore. Yeah, I've just upgraded a faction system into the game. Oh, when I click this thing and he doesn't get angry at me, I wonder why. But yeah, these hands, going for Rayman hands over here. Bit of Rayman. Boom, boom, boom. I need a. Hope one of you dies. So these guys are up here. And let's get out of here. Oh shit. Right, that guy's dead. He's dead as well. The physics. Ooh. The physics idol. Like they used to like ragdoll. One, it didn't look very PlayStation 1, and also everyone is dead. Give me rifle. And also, it was broken when looting their inventory, and I need to fix it. So let's. You fucking bastard! Everything's good. There's no errors in my game. Like father, like son, inspired by Todd Howard and doomed to repeat his failures. Right, I'm just gonna nick your stuff. Cheers, dude. I'm also working on swords. That's coming. That's coming. It's coming soon. Bam, bam, bam. Oh. Why have they all got rifles? Who made this game? What a prick. What a jerk. What an absolute idiot. Right. The last thing I'll show you before I bore anyone that's been bothered to watch yet to death is let's have a nice little aerial view of the setting here. We've got this guy roaming around. We've got these pickups. I should have put some pickups in the giant thingy over here. Whatever he is. The guy who's stolen Skelly's AK. And we'll take a little walk through. We've got all these people walking around their day, minding their business. We've got the guards walking around with their guns. We've got this vast woodland to explore around here. You know, I'll throw some creatures in here and stuff later on. We got down from the town. We're starting to go into the desert with these rock structures. It blends in from there. We have these guys in this janky particle effect fog thing. And yeah, that's what I've done. It's what I've been wasting all my spare time on instead of doing my assignment. Oh god, I need to do my assignment. Fucking But yeah, but no, I haven't done it. I've built a video game, and I'm gonna go procrastinate some more right now, and probably do something else completely productive in the completely wrong way. Goodbye.